Hello and welcome to my greenhouse, but not for long because I'll be going outside to plant onions in the vegetable beds. It's the 30th of April, it's about 10 or 12 degrees outside, very windy still, but bright, breezy. The overnight temperatures were lovely. I say shaking my head, weren't freezing is what I was thinking. There must have been about between 8 and 10 degrees, which is fabulous considering it was down to -1 I think last week. Such a cold snap. I've got my potatoes are planned out as well, which are going into buckets and going into the little trenches I've got for them, and it's a good time. I think summer is finally on the way, although let's hope I'm not speaking too soon. So without further ado, let's get cracked on. So here we are, planting out centurion onions. Basing this on the square foot gardening, where I'll get 4 onions to a 1 foot grid. The bed's been raked over, fed with bloodfish and bone last night, just broadcast over the surface. And this bed internally, I think I might have said before, is about 7.5 foot by 2 foot. So that means I can get 15 by 4. So that's 6 planted. There you will. I'll get it. And hopefully I'll be able to get all these centurion planted in here and put a couple more in the other bed. Because I've got the other onions, the Shenshio wandering onions in the bed down below there. And there was about 45 of those are planted out at more or less this spacing. Space and just to see how they would work. Right, I'll just finish this off. Yeah, it goes in the meantime. Well, there we have it. That's the centurion onions put in. It's a good feeling to see the onions put in. Hello, shut up. What I've got down this end is I've got 3 centurion onions there. I have some spring onions that I planted last year in September, so I've put them in and give them a good water. See what happens with those ones. And down the bottom here, these are the Shenshio onions, which I also planted in September. They were put in last week because they were a stronger plant and they seem to have survived the bad weather we've had so far. So fingers crossed. Right, I'll get set up to put the rest of the onions in, doing them a slightly different. So here we are, planting the last of the stew-run onions. Again, using the 1 foot grid with 4 the grid. Slightly different this time though, because I want to plant some beetroot around these. So I've also laid a grid out with a pattern. I don't know if you can see. Let's see if I bring it closer. There you go. See, I've got 9 holes, 1 inch deep, and that'll be for the beetroot. And the beetroot I'm using is just bolt hardy. I got these ones from Marshall's. Again, not advertising, just showing where I got them from. And they say that they're supposed to be 1 inch deep, so that's that level as far as I can tell is a rough guide. And I'll get cracked down with these, and then I'll put the other onions in, and I'll talk about what I'm going to do for the carrots, because that's going to be slightly different. Well, here they are, the Winston potatoes, and these three are from Lidl. They are the Alexandra, I think they are, salad potatoes, so I'll give those a go. They're nicely chitted. It's quite a nice day today. It's now the 2nd of May, polling day. Good luck, Jamie Driscoll. And it's time to plant these potatoes out. I'm going to do something I've not done before. I'm not going to use fresh compost. I'm going to use the compost that I saved from last year and see how we get on with that. So I'll put you on pause and then we'll get started. So put this in the bottom third. That'll do. And the fertiliser I'm going to use is Vitex potato fertiliser. Now, because there's no nutrient going to be in this compost or medium, I've put some on the bottom of it. Mix it around. I'll just put this one seed potato in and fill it right up. Stopping at halfway point and put a bit more fertiliser in. There we go, that's that one done. So, depending on the size of the seed potato, I'll put either 1 or 2 in. I'll see how far I get, and hopefully I've got enough compost to do the whole lot, otherwise I'll have to go and buy some more. But I'll stop it there and I'll come back when I've finished. Well, here we are. This is the 2 trenches I've got of potatoes. On this side I've put 1 seed potato per bucket, and on this side I put 2 seed potatoes per bucket. In 2020 I did 1 seed potato per bucket and I got a huge amount of big potatoes. It was the best year for me potatoes ever that year. As far as it goes for this year, I'm 2 months behind where I was then, because it was mid-March when I planted out my potatoes then, whereas now it's this is the 2nd of May. So, well, I've got other ones to do. I've given half a dozen to my neighbour. He's got some, 2 per bucket for him, and I'll just take you back into the glass house and show you the last ones I'm finishing off. Well, here we go. This is the last 5 of the 30 litre buckets that I've got. And these are, I think these are 13 litre that I've got from B&Q, dual tools in the bottom, used these for a while. So that's quite a few, and I've got even 2 more containers out here. That's the old recycling bucket, and this one here as well, the old recycling bucket, and they've got 3 seed potatoes in. Now again, I've put 2 lots of the potato feed, the Vitax feed. I've only put 1 lot of Vitax feed in the bottom of these ones because I've run out of sib compost, and I'm going to have to switch over and use some multi-purpose that I've got. So not quite a success at getting all the compost that I used from last year, but it's not too bad. Right, I'll put you on pause before I go and do the wrap up. Well, this is the end of the video. I didn't do the carrots. The sweet candle is the carrots I'm going to do. What I'm going to do there is I'm going to core out probably 9 per square foot for the carrots. Then I'll sieve that cored out section, put a bit of vermiculite in, and put it back in. I don't want there to be any stones or anything that's in there that could cause them to fork. They're not for sure, it's just that I think you get a nicer carrot that way. Last season I put in some Autumn King. Didn't do any kind of special treatment, I just put them in. I think it was about 9 per square foot that I put in. That was in a bed that's nominally 7.5 foot by 3.5, I think it is, the big bed. This time there's going to be a space taken out by the onions, the same way there is for the beetroot bed. But well, we'll save that for another video. I'd just like to say, if you've enjoyed the video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. If you want to see how things carry on throughout the season, please consider subscribing. And thank you for watching. Good gardening to everybody, and TTFN.